Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the New Year's Eve edition of Turbocast, Episode 8, recorded on the 1st of January 2010. I'm joined, as ever, by Dr. Brownhill. How are you, Doctor?
I'm amazing.
Right, and I'm joined, not as ever, by a live studio audience.
Hello!
Hey. Thank you very much.
I'm a bit nervous, Simon.
I don't think you need to be. So, we ask our audience to comport themselves with the standards we expect of the Turbocast, and please turn off your mobile phones. So, very, very big show tonight.
Enormous.
Yep. I'm going to start off with my customary plea, and my throat is bleeding with asking people to leave us a review on iTunes.
Is this the year, do you think?
Yeah, we're getting a review this year. I didn't check, actually. We might have one now. Please dig the Turbocast and send question, comments and feedback to turbocast@live.co.uk.
What they call a lovely lady in Canada, Simon?
Mel.
Hi, Mel.
Yeah. So, no correspondence from Mel this month.
Oh.
But, you know, we still love you, baby doll.
Oh,
so
dear.
Keep listening and keep mailing in. So we've got an enormous amount of news on the Turbocast front. So, first off, we have a Cooking with the Turbocast video Christmas special, a Castaway Christmas, which I think we all enjoyed filming.
I really did, yeah.
Yeah, and
particularly the sprouts.
Yeah.
That was the high point for me.
That's now been sent to our Southeast Asian video production facilities, where Beef Wellington has done his usual absolutely outstanding work on it, and it's
Nice one, Beef.
now available on YouTube, and I'll link to that in the show notes. And we also have a blast from the past, which features the activities of some of the Turbocast cast and crew 20 years ago in the documentary. So I'll link to that in the show notes as well.
That's great, folks. Really do check that one out.
Right, I can't remember anything at all about the documentary. So can you fill us in on what it was about?
It was about the Turbo Dogs, which were myself, Leech,
Yeah,
Pat,
yeah,
and Beef Wellington.
right.
Um,
And they
just find
existed in the sort of hinterland between the Stooges and Joy Division.
Yeah, I guess. It was just, asking the people what they thought about them, asking what their influences, and just speaking to all the band members.
What year would this have been filmed? 87.
We've obviously got a really knowledgeable audience in here tonight.
Yeah.
87. Was that long ago?
Yeah.
So that's how long ago?
22 years ago.
It was 22 years ago.
So,
23, sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Going on.
Yeah.
I mean, I can vaguely remember filming some of the documentary. I remember it being a very, very cold day, and we were outside all day.
It was quite a few days.
Yeah.
When our Lucy saw you in it, she said, "Hey, look at how skinny his legs are."
So there's that impression everyone was asking for.
Yep, our Lucy. There you go. I've nailed it.
Yeah, I can vaguely remember being in Leech's mother's front room.
You must watch it. There'll be a link to it on the crap that you put on the thing.
Yeah, well, there's 5 parts, so I'll link to all 5 parts.
Get your face near your microphone, Simon. He's terrible, ladies
right.
and gentlemen.
So,
Was the teddy bear was in? That was part of the film.
Well, I had simulated sex with a teddy bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That
had
was
to
my
dive across the room when that came on in my sister's house, and
Did ya?
the kids were, yeah. Oh, look, Uncle Simon's playing with the teddy bear.
because we were 20 years old then, I don't think any of us were in a good place emotionally.
I don't know. I seemed a little bit down.
Yeah, but you'd snapped out of that by 98.
Yeah, there's some good footage of you with the Bender Crappercaster.
Really?
You were the gluing technician.
Creating it, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Creation of it.
Yeah.
All right, for the audience, the Bender Crappercaster was what?
It was I think it was a guitar that I ordered out of the catalogue, because in the old days you used to have, when you couldn't afford something, you got it out the catalogue.
Yeah.
It was a guitar from hell.
It was a guitar from hell, and it was painted. We painted it black, and we cut its horns off.
Glass
And
hammer around it.
Yeah.
yeah,
Now, somebody with more in-depth musical knowledge than me is going to have to help me out. What did they call that band that did Calling All the Heroes, and the album was called The Big Lad in the Windmill.
Shooting up the town, boy.
That's the one.
Bloody hell.
Anyway, the anecdote lacks impact without the name of the band, but I'll proceed. I remember you telling me, this may have been shortly after you bought the guitar from the catalogue, that the gentleman from that band preferred really cheap catalogue-bought guitars.
Oh, God. The name of that band, I've tried to come up with it before, and
Yeah.
I swore to myself that the last time I remembered it, I would never ever forget it again, and I've forgotten it.
You can't tune them though.
What?
Catalogue guitars.
Yeah.
You can't tune them properly.
What, because they're shite?
Yeah.
But I think Reedy's point was that there was no impediment to fame and fortune for this band that we can't remember the name of.
They were called...
I can remember the name of the album, but not
Was
the...
it like two blokes?
Yeah.
The singer and the guitarist. And
Call all the heroes,
So
shooting up the town, boy.
I'll be honest with you, I don't think this is top quality podcasting, so we might move on from this. And
Yeah.
Maybe you can't remember them because they got the guitars from
Well,
catalogues.
if you really want to know, you can Google it there. Just calling all the heroes. It was the name of the track, and it'll
Right.
put me and the audience out of the misery.
Talk while I Google.
So-
So is a crime.
Have you had a nice Christmas, everybody?
It was
yeah!
Yeah, come on, scream.
It was all right.
Hey, you're never going to guess what the name was. It Bites.
It bites.
There you go.
And
So
it does.
It Bites used really cheap catalogue guitars, which you felt was...
I think it's probably because it's all they could afford. I've got
Right.
a really expensive guitar now.
Have you?
Right.
Uh-huh.
What have you got now?
It's an Ibanez thing, and I'll be swapping it for a can of beans at some point early in this year.
Right, so we're going to now move into digestion news, which is tales from the intestinal tract since the last podcast.
Is it digestion news or indigestion news?
I think it can be either, because indigestion is a facet of digestion.
Yeah.
So we've always called it digestion news in the show, but we've always
Oh.
talked about indigestion.
Yeah.
I have my normal chicken curry experience, which will every time I get the steel talons of death
Yeah.
on the upper abdomen, lasting between 4 and 6 hours.
Uh-huh.
So I had that.
Yeah.
I also had a different experience with a lot of corned beef hash I ate, which gave me fantastically ill-smelling and ill-tasting burps.
What were you going to say? What were you going to say? Stools?
No. And I can only describe them as there was copper in there,
Yeah.
natural gas,
Uh-huh.
and manure.
That's delightful.
Mm.
Corned beef hash, can you just, tell us a bit about that?
Well, it's like a stew made with corned beef, potato, and onions.
Stew, wasn't it hash? That sounds more like panacalty to me. Hash, isn't that mixed with potato and fried?
It was presented to me as corned beef hash. But
What,
it
like
was,
sort of a thick soup?
yeah.
No, that's not hash.
You're not having it?
No, that's a stew, mate, or a panacalty, I would say.
Right, well, I'm going to get with...
Pinnacle is a good word.
It certainly is.
I'm going to get with the person who presented it to me and press them on the issue.
Yeah, I'm giving you a no hash guarantee on that.
Right.
But that's. I'm surprised because it's not renowned for its volatility. As
No, I was
as
very,
a-
very
as a-
surprised because it wasn't spicy or anything, but the most awful friggin' burps.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just thinking there that sometimes you can eat something and you can have a terrible reaction to it, yeah. And another time you'll eat it and you'll be fine and nothing will happen. What's that all about?
Well, I think it has to be combined with something else that's in you.
Yeah. If you've got you get some sort of bacteria inside, it wouldn't matter what you ate, you'd get something bad would happen.
Well, I think
You know what I mean?
It's the food stuff and something in you at the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what's your digestion news?
Rather quiet for me, I have to say. Obviously, I had my yearly tightrope walk. Had several beers on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
A bit of a tradition, and then it's sort of a massive dinner. and just trying to keep it down, basically, and pretend I've really enjoyed it. I'm okay because Lucy, who cooked that lovely dinner for me, she doesn't listen to this shite. So I'm pretty safe there. But yeah, I managed to keep it down, sat quiet for a couple of hours, and I was fine. I've eaten all sorts of crap over Christmas. Rotten meat, lots and lots of seafood.
Really?
Yeah, prawns I've had in the freezer for 6 months to a year.
Normally they're a banker for
I've
indigestion.
really piled it on thick. I've had loads of crisps, loads of chocolate.
You'd hate chocolate as well.
Really don't like chocolate at all, but the old guts have stood up amazingly well. Drank loads of alcohol, fizzy alcohol, loads of different sorts in the same night.
Anything,
what can a man do, Simon?
I think you have to start eating rubbish and poison.
Yeah, I will try that. Maybe it's a New Year's resolution. Eat more poison in 2010.
So, any outstanding hangover news to relay?
Not really, other than making me feel really ill and out of it, and just, really bad. So crisps last night. It was New Year's Eve last night, obviously, and I had a quiet night in with Matthew. We watched films and that, and we ate loads and loads of crisps. And these potato stick things, and I just couldn't stop eating them, and I felt sick, and I just kept eating them, and I had a really compact shit today. It was, it was like lead. But other than that, it was
like passing a bar of lead.
Yeah. But nothing. No fireworks. I'm afraid, folks.
No.
I do try. I swear, honestly. But,
well, can I just ask you, get yourself to the rotten counter on Tesco's?
I'll live there, mate.
Can we just take it back to your Christmas Day ordeal? And what year do you feel you were the closest to being so hungover you couldn't eat your Christmas dinner?
Well, as you know, Simon, I can't remember,
anything.
Yeah, anything. So you've got no chance of that.
Well, I can probably zoom it in for you a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I remember you writing me a letter about it when I lived in California, which was 93.
Yeah.
So I think Christmas 93 could have been a special.
I just can't help you out.
And there was also some Farrago over.
I tell you what, though, I've got a huge box of letters.
Yeah.
In there, and I bet there could well be something in there. But you threw all mine out, didn't you? Burnt them.
I lost them when I moved back.
Yeah. There may be something in there, but
Right. Well,
that's for another. That's for 3 series down the line when the 5-year diary's done. We're desperate.
You have to be careful with indigestion because
why so, audience member?
Flames can come out of your belly button.
Yeah.
And consume your whole body.
Really? Is that spontaneous human indigestion?
Yeah.
Do you believe in spontaneous combustion? You believe in all sorts of other shit, don't you?
I can remember getting a magazine when I was a nipper called The Unexplained.
Yeah.
And I can remember staring for a long time at a picture of an old person's chair.
There's also like a pair of fucking feet.
Yeah, that's what there was, in slippers. And I used to imagine this person sort of going up in flames, and so who knows? Apparently humans are like candles or something. A little bit of them can set alight, and they're obviously got a lot of fat in them, especially fat bastards. And it burns gradually in something about wick or something, and
slow wick burn.
Yeah.
So I've heard you can burn a human body, but you have to have it in a hyper-oxygenated environment. So you have to have 40% atmospheric oxygen.
Yeah.
And at that point, the human body's flammable.
What about if you're in a room and you're farting constantly? There'd be a lot of methane in there, and then
You need oxygen to burn anything.
Do you?
Yeah. So mixed news on the digestion front then.
I'm really going to try, I'm really going to try, folks.
I had an idea, actually. I was watching One Foot in the Grave the other day, and Victor took up seafood cookery as a hobby, and one of the fictional recipes that he cooked, and the authorities thought it was a mustard gas attack, was squid in Stilton sauce. So I was thinking that squid in Stilton sauce would be a great cooking with the Turbocast video.
Sounds good to me.
And if that doesn't give you indigestion.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what about the bloody, the Castaway bloody Christmas special? Oh, they might, right, raw sprouts, seagull,
Nothing.
fucking parsnips, which I hate, washed down with whiskey.
What can you do?
You can but try, folks.
Right.
I was talking to my mother
Yeah.
earlier today, and she's going to get a gastroscopy. Is that where they shove a camera down your throat? So I was talking to my mum about that, because obviously I've had one of those, with all my inside problems, and discussing the finer points. That was quite interesting. Anybody else had one of those?
Gastroscopy? No, I've never had anything inserted in any of my orifices.
I can't believe that, Simon.
And on the subject of mothers, if you remember in Turbocast 7, Mel wrote us a letter asking how we met, and we couldn't remember.
Yeah.
But I did interview my mother about it, and she says we were 3.5.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I lived in Broomhill Gardens, and you lived in Gisborough.
Well.
So there you go.
3.5? We're that old?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
There you go.
I thought I'd known you for ages, but, it's only
Yeah.
it's only 40 years.
So that's that mystery cleared up. Right, so we're going to take it into the news, and we have news stories where we're going to decide whether they're bullshit or not. And I'm going to come straight out and say the first one's bullshit.
Right.
But you may need to draw on your
Vast.
vast knowledge of reading Unexplained magazine to...
So what have I got to do? I've got to pick the one that's true?
Now, these are all allegedly true. We're going back to the old format.
All right. Okay.
Right. Ukrainian student killed by exploding chewing gum. A chemistry student from the northern Ukraine city of Konotop was killed when a stick of chewing gum exploded in his mouth. The 25-year-old student was working at a computer in his parents' house late on Saturday when the incident occurred. A loud pop was heard from the student's room. When his relatives entered the room, they saw the lower part of the young man's face had been blown off. A forensic examination established that the chewing gum was covered with an unidentified chemical substance, later found to be citric acid. So he was dipping his chewing gum in citric acid, apparently, and the claim is that blew his jaw off.
Well, I mean, I'm willing to entertain, any number of idiotic fucking, things, but that's a load of bollocks,
Yeah,
That's bullshit. I don't know. I used to be when I was a youngster, I used to be a bit of a chewing gum enthusiast. And I would keep huge balls of pre-chewed chewing gum. I'd keep boxes full of it, and I would occasionally go back and revisit them and chew them up.
I don't remember any of this.
Yeah.
This isn't a dream.
No. And I also remember for some reason a lot of it went purple.
Really?
So I had big purple lumps of
It's
it.
like an oxidisation effect.
Not sure, but I do remember I also had great big lumps I'd put on my blue foot pump, my bicycle foot pump, and I'd blow them up to huge things, and then when they would explode, then I would chew them up and I had some of the flavour back.
Where did you keep your massive ball of chewing gum?
I had various lumps, different stages of,
Festering.
chewedness
Yeah.
in a box.
Just like in your bedroom.
Yeah. And I'd go back and pick them out and revisit them.
It's March 78.
Yeah, I haven't I haven't chewed on you for a bit. I'm going to give you a good chewing.
Incredible.
And I said I do remember blowing them up to balloon size with a foot pump. But I never nothing to do with citric acid, and my head never blew off. That's bollocks.
Yeah. So next one, very very short story. 18-year-old Georgian tears hot water bottles with his nose. It took Jamal Chekashvili 10 seconds to burst 3 hot water bottles, which he inflated with his nose. The young Georgian judoka, I assume that's a judo student, hopes that this skill will put him in the Guinness Book of Records.
He blows.
He can burst 3 in 10 seconds using just his nose.
Well, where are you getting this shite from?
Blown it up with his nose.
Yeah, so he puts the hot water bottle over his nose, and he can burst 3 of them in 10 seconds. Well, 10 seconds is a long time.
10 seconds is a long time. You're insane.
Well, we know that a hot water bottle can be burst with human lung power.
I think that there's no great differentiation between the nose and the mouth.
Yeah.
I think you just forget that. You may as well say it with his mouth. But I've seen how big a hot water bottle has to get before it explodes, you're just not going to put that volume in that length of time. You know, it's utter shite.
These might be badly made water bottles.
Well, this is Georgia, so
Quite possibly, yeah.
yeah,
Might be made out of tissue paper or something.
Soviet era hot water bottles.
No, if that's a standard, hot water bottle, it's impossible.
Right.
And I'm saying it's just, it's not happening.
Just
you could.
you're getting quite angry about
Yeah. You can do it with your nose.
Yeah.
There's no
big
you can
deal.
blow them, no problem. You can do 3, but you're doing them in 3 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, the very
How
minimum.
big does a hot water bottle get?
Well, it's year big.
Wow.
Sort of. I
Have
don't
you
know,
ever
a
attempted-
small space hopper.
Have you ever attempted this feat?
Yeah,
Can you get anywhere near it?
yeah,
Really?
yeah. Oh yeah, I've had a good
Was it
attempt
yours?
at it. No, it was close to my nose though.
I
It
think
was
you-
just underneath my
I
nose.
think the nose is harder because the mouth of the hot water bottle automatically forms a better seal around your mouth.
Yeah, I think you just got to give it the old. Yeah, so you can just make the.
Yeah. I can tell Mel liked that bit.
Yeah. Hey, don't, cause I'm not allowed to talk about it.
No.
Because if I say anything, then I have to tell her not to listen, and she listens anyway. So
And then you're doing a patch-up operation.
Hang on, she's been horrible to me though. So I've got a bit of leeway. So
Ah, well. So you branding that bullshit as well?
that is fucking that's more bullshit than the fucking citric acid chewing gum kid.
Right, last story. Now, I think the story's true, but there's certain elements of it that are clearly impossible. The headline is Barefoot Forrest Gump to run across US for $100 million. US businessman Telman Knudsen hopes to raise $100 million for charity by emulating Forrest Gump and running across the United States and doing it without his shoes. The 32-year-old entrepreneur is to start his 5,000-kilometre barefoot run in New York on Wednesday. He intends to give the money collected during the run to non-profit organisations and programmes across the country, rebuilding the lives of homeless and at-risk young people.
That brings a tear to my eyes, Simon.
So
True or not?
Number one, even in these times of quantitative easing, $100 million is a decent amount of money.
What's that in real money?
That's like 80 million quid.
That's quite a lot.
Yeah. And number two, I don't think you can run over 3,000 miles in your bare feet. I think you'd have some sort of medical breakdown.
Well, I disagree.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, we all know about Zola Budd. She ran barefoot all the time.
Yeah, what event did she run?
It wasn't a fucking short one. It was a 3,000 metres.
Yeah, what I'm saying is there's an order of magnitude between running 3,000 metres and running 5,000
Yeah, but that
kilometres.
fucking fat bastard, fucking gay fucking comedian ran 300 marathons in a year or something, didn't he?
Who?
What they call him? That fat,
Eddie Izzard.
yeah, Eddie
We were
Izzard.
just tossing this out to the audience.
Yeah, and he's only walked 100 yards in his whole life. Then he just started running. So no.
Well, as an aside, did you ever watch Look North and see the depressed-looking sports presenter, Mark Tulip?
No.
Oh, well, he now has a very minor role in regional television, but he started his career as Eddie Izzard's straight man.
Really?
A double act.
I remember when I was really young, watching Look North, and it was before I really knew anything about it. But there was an article coming on about a stripper,
Really?
and I knew that I had to watch it, but I wasn't really sure why.
How old were you?
I don't know. It was before I was 10.
Right, so there'd been no droppage at this point.
Oh no, there wasn't any.
Everything was still high and
oh
tight.
God, yeah, high and dry.
But you
But I knew I
had spidey sense.
Yeah, I was thinking. Oh, I need
Wait,
to- yeah,
wait.
and it was, there wasn't anything, too dodgy about it. But I just knew I had to watch. It was an article about a stripper.
And how was a stripper a news story, even by the low standards of Look North?
I can't remember that. I'm not going to remember. It was something about this northeast stripper woman who'd done something, and he said, join us in 5 minutes. So I sat there and I joined them, and
You liked what you saw.
I wasn't sure. I just had a funny feeling,
Tingle.
Yeah. Special,
In your special place.
Yeah.
And that set you on the road to heterosexuality.
It could well have done, yeah. Could have all been so different if not for Look North.
But is
I
he
think.
doing it all in
I.
one go?
Sorry, audience.
Is he doing it all in one go, or having a rest?
Well, he's going to run between 30 and 40 kilometres a day.
And I do remember Mike Neville smiling like really
Yeah.
broadly because he was a bit of a lad.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you say what you like about Mike Neville now because you can't libel dead people.
Is he dead?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Is he really?
Well, he's not, but I was hoping you were going to say something outrageous about him, then I was going to tell you he's alive.
He'll never die, Mike Neville.
No?
Nah.
Perfectly preserved in Jameson's whiskey.
He's great, Mike Neville.
Hello.
So this guy who's running,
Yeah. Well, he's going to run a marathon every day right across America. No, I say, none of your bare feet.
I say yes.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I think the bare feet's a red heron.
Well, what about the $100 million? Which, if you think about
I
it,
think that's it's America, man. It's the land of the.
I mean, he has to get $200,000 sponsorship for every kilometre he runs.
I think the fact that we are talking about it, means he will get that money.
Oh, because he's so good at getting himself out there.
Yeah, I mean, he's reached the the Turbocast. All right, it's a big show, and we've got a big audience, but
Well, I'll send him an email, see if we can get him on the show.
that would be
Because
sensational.
I do this all the time, and somebody sometime eventually is going to say yes.
What happened with that rapper guy?
No reply, somebody's been shot.
Shot.
Yeah, it'll be like an episode of The Wire.
Yeah. Oh well, never mind.
Copped one in the dome on the corner.
Yeah, he got a cap in his
Yeah.
thing.
Now, the rapper we're referring to is somebody I met on Fifth Avenue who sold me a CD of his work. And I started emailing when I asked him to come on. Somebody I met on Fifth Avenue who sold me a CD of his work. And I started emailing when I asked him to come on the show, and he said yes, and then I pressed him for a date, and he's gone dead. He's down off the wire.
Maybe he's exploded. Maybe he's
Yeah.
gone
He's all
huge.
talk. He's all talk.
Yeah.
So there you go then, Mr. Telman Knudsen. Despite my cynicism, Dr. Brownhill believes in both you
Yeah.
and the American
I wish him
dream.
the best of luck.
Oh, I will send him an email, and you never know, we might get a reply.
Because I do a lot of work for charity myself, but I don't like to mention it.
A lot of work with young people. Right, everybody's favourite part of the show.
Oh God,
Dr. Brownhill, get the diary.
it's a red book. It's just up here, folks. Here it is. I just don't know what I'm going to say about it. 'Cause I'm actually going to read the first entry ever here.
That's it. It's the primordial soup.
There's bits dropping out of the diary.
Yeah.
It's never been witnessed by anybody. Oh, God. I recognise the first entry. I've
Really?
obviously read this before.
So this is January 1st,
This is
1978.
January 1st, 1977, everybody. Today, I'm going to watch Willy Wonka, which I've written in capitals.
Well, funnily enough, it was on TV again today.
Sorry. Yeah, it was, yeah. Sorry, and The Chocolate Factory. I chased the gerbil for 3/4 of an hour.
You cruel bastard.
I was trying to fucking catch it to get it back in its cage, man.
All right, I think you meant
Not a
just...
fucking fun, you divvy.
Sounds like a euphemism.
What was your
Yeah,
ger-
yeah, I mean chasing the gerbil.
What was your gerbil called? I forgot about your gerbil.
Several gerbils.
Did it eat its
Accident-
babies at one point?
I don't know, I accidentally killed one.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a ruler, I was trying to catch it. And I hit it on...
Catch you with a ruler.
Yeah, I was trying to block it. It was running
Not
along...
trying to
It
measure
they run along the skirt, and you see, and I was trying to, block it off. And I was a bit slow, and it, broke its neck.
Did you cop to it, or did you
No, I owned up, and...
Really?
Yeah. And I think we had to lie to somebody. Might have been old Lucy or something.
To the gerbil's mother.
Yeah. Just said it was lost.
It's gone to live on a farm.
Right, so that, not fabulous, but here we go, 1978. Today I watched a film called Doctor in Trouble.
Oh, yeah.
My bike has still not come. And I do remember that very, very well.
Was this a late Christmas present?
Yeah, it was the grifter.
Ah,
The
right.
rally grifter. And it was when the useless fucking lazy ass bastard rally factory gone on strike or something.
Yeah, this was the 70s.
Yeah, and it was taking forever to come. And every day I'd get home from school and I'd like look at my dad, you know, it was like some advert or something, and he'd shake his head, you know.
No bikes, son.
Yeah,
The
bike today.
The Bolsheviks have held it up again.
Yeah. So I think it came
in
like
the summer.
It was February, I think, you know, and I came in and it was like there, you know, and it was a magical moment.
I know somebody who worked for Rally in the 70s.
Yeah,
bastards. Yeah, I might try and get him on the email to explain himself.
Yeah, please do. You know, it caused me great trauma.
He said when he worked there, he worked in the bit where they made the bikes for the post office.
Yeah.
And they used to like weld one frame together, and then at 9:10 in the morning, after they'd done one, they just used to ride bikes around the warehouse and then go to sleep.
Bastards. But you know, it was a great bike. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, you knew that bike well.
Oh yeah, because
I
I
was
owned it.
in Hart pulling wheelies in that car park and taking photos.
Yeah, well, I actually owned it after you.
You did, yeah.
Yeah.
It was sprayed brown and.
And I'll tell you what else.
Go on then.
I recently found the spanner that came with it.
It was like a cut out of like flat metal.
Yeah, stamped
with
out
like
of mild steel.
Yeah.
So I've still got that spanner. And I know it's the one because we painted the spanner at the same time as we painted the bike, and it's still got a bit of blue paint on it.
Blue? The bike was painted brown?
No, we repainted it green then blue.
Ah, right. Bloody hell. Right, here we go. 1979. Today at 4 o'clock, I was still going round the houses drinking.
What? I mean, you know, I don't want to
How old was that?
I don't want to cast any doubts on the veracity of the diary, but I've a certain amount of embroidery there.
No.
I'm not at all surprised by that.
How old were you then?
Well, I don't know. 1979?
12.
How many years ago was that?
Just coming up
30.
12, isn't it?
Yeah.
Too many.
Not quite
12, yeah, 12. Last night was the coldest night. I think I'm supposed to be 16, but it says 16 years in a large percentage of England.
I love that little academically accurate twist you put on things.
Yeah, it's great. It's 1980. It is going to be very cold tonight. I watched a brilliant film called The Odessa File. I also watched a cheap reconstruction of Journey to the Centre of the Earth. It was a load of rubbish. So we got obviously a lot of film action going there.
Well, all day drinking action, age 12 apparently as well.
Yeah, this. So 1981. It looks. There's a lot packed in here, so I might not be able to read it. I might need some assistance here.
Right, get the magnifying glass out.
1981. I have started the last year of my diary. It doesn't seem like a year since I started the 4th year. I got up at 3:15. I left my pyjamas on for what was left of the day. I watched Papillon. It was excellent. I watched The Pied Piper of Hamelin. I watched True Grit.
So that's 2 out of 3 decent movies.
Yeah. There's also a little side with an arrow that says Speedo 51.7.
That must have been the top speed on your bike speedometer that you'd ever achieved.
I think it must have been 51.7.
That's pretty fucking
Was that
fast.
KMH, surely?
Oh, no, the kilometre wasn't invented in those days.
Wasn't it?
No.
I can't have been going 51.7 miles an hour.
That's very, very fast on a bike.
Yeah. What do you make of it? I'm just showing the... Keep tight hold of the pages.
Oh, yeah, I have.
And can you see my spelling of pyjamas?
Nice.
That's rather worrying for 1981.
Perjamas. Speedo 51 points. It could be kilometres an hour. I doubt it.
Anyway, that's great. I want to read some more, but I can't.
Very, very good entry.
It's more like Barry Norman there, wasn't it?
Yeah. I'm still very intrigued by the 12-year-old all-day drinking.
It doesn't say alcoholic drinks, Simon.
Oh, right.
Don't jump to conclusions. But New Year's Eve in those days was a really big occasion, and we would go around the local houses, till 6 o'clock in the morning, and we'd just have a little sip You know, here and there. Just a little, you know, just a little sip of beer here and there.
I do remember that. People don't do that anymore.
No,
do
they don't, no. It's really sad. I really don't enjoy New Year's Eve at all now, which is why I'm really happy to stay in with Matthew. But people are very wary of other people going to the houses, and it's just not done. Can you remember when we walked up the road and I told that bloke, I'm just talking to an audience member I recognise here. Yeah. I told that bloke I was a boxer. He said, "Oh, you like a fit lad? Are you a boxer?" I said, "Oh, yeah." We were just going... we're going up there.
It's not ringing any bells.
Was this like last year or 20
Oh,
years?
no, God, it was... I don't know, 10 years ago or something. We were going up... It was probably Park Road or Elwick Road. We were going up and...
Where were
we'd
you
been
going?
out, we'd been in the park, and we just went into a
Park
party.
Road, I think.
You know, and everyone was like, "Hey," you know, it was like, and we just went in. There was like loads of nice food there.
We end up in Jace the Bases.
Yeah.
I don't know why you thought you were a boxer, but
No, I mean, I was when I was going to the gym quite regularly, and he just said, "Oh, you were boxing?" "Oh, yeah, I'm a boxer." "Oh, yeah, I like boxing." "What weight you boxer?" You know, I don't know, heavyweight or something.
He didn't press you on your boxing.
No, I don't think he was any sort of aficionado, you know.
Right.
So he cruiserweight, you know, welterweight, you know. Hey, have some, you know, food and some drink. But that's what it was like in those days. But it's not now. It's all, you know, fireworks and, you know, stab you in the fucking face, you know.
So
can't blame people for not going out.
have you got any hilarious alcohol-related misadventures on New Year's Eve you want to relate for us?
Oh God, I think we'll have to do a full program on that, Sam. Now.
Just give us the greatest hits.
I can't remember.
All right.
I'm sure I could dredge something up, but I've got nothing, you know.
Nothing to hand.
I can remember a story.
Yeah?
But I don't know if it was New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
You left the Gemini one night.
Yeah, it wasn't when I ended up down the docks, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, was that? It might have been New Year's Eve.
I don't know.
What, for the purposes of show business, we'll say it was New Year's Eve.
Yeah, it could well have been.
So what happened there?
Well, I mean, you know, obviously, I come out the nightclub in quite a, you know, naughty state quite regularly, and you know the autopilot would kick in and I'd wind up at home. This time, for some reason, I started walking, and when I sort of came to, I was at the docks. You know, it was all like cranes and fucking, you know, all, you know, boats and everything, and I just thought, where the fucking hell am I? You know, it was quite worrying, and then I got my bearings and I set off again, and I think I made it home. But was that you know that time that, you know, that big tall guy, he was picking on somebody, was it Josh or something, and I pulled a what they call it, a washing post thing, a metal washing post out of somebody's garden and chased after him with it. Wasn't that New Year's Eve?
I don't recall this.
No. We stood outside the park, and there was this guy who was like a freak. He was about 6'7" or something, and he was picking on somebody. So I jumped over somebody's fence and I pulled a metal washing line post. You know, with like the two spikes going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where you wrap the washing line post, and I pulled it out the ground.
Yeah.
Jumped after him, like ran along Park Road with like a lance, chasing after him.
Wasn't it New Year's Eve when you and one of the audience members had a rather heavy-handed encounter with two young ladies in West Park?
Oh! I don't think we should talk about that.
Was that New Year's Eve?
Yes, it was.
All right.
It definitely was New Year's Eve, yeah.
Well, like Mike Neville, are probably dead now, so you can talk about them.
Audience member, do you think we should talk about this?
Well, I felt like the innocent party in it, to be honest. I was the one who managed to get you back to our house.
Well, it was the first year that me and the audience member were like big proper men.
Yeah.
So we decided we got some cigars, special brew, Guinness, Strongbow, and, you know, we had a night in, and I believe your mother was going out somewhere. So we were left in the house, and we were like sat there discussing, when do you think we should start drinking? When do you think we start drinking? You know, and we like left it as long as we could, and then we started about 11:30. And after about quarter of an hour, we were like really drunk. So we said, "Oh, let's go out for a walk. Let's go and explore or something." So we like got some cans of special brew and some cigars and started walking up the road. And we saw two ladies, and we started following them.
It's quite a way up, I think, wasn't it? We ended
It
up.
was actually on
We went round-
Grange Road, wasn't it? We met them on Grange Road, or saw them, and so we started following them, and I remember shouting at them, "Give us a kiss and we'll go away."
We ended up in West Park, near High Tunstall School.
Yeah, it was.
And they were going into this house.
Yeah.
Where they were obviously having a party.
Yeah,
You
and I went and
stalked
knocked on the door and said, "Oh, we've been following two women who've just come to this party. Can we see them or something?" When did I try and jump on one of them?
No,
Was that?
that must have been before they went in, I think. It all just went a bit haywire.
Yeah, because
And
New
then-
Year happened then. There was all
next
people
thing
running
I
about, wasn't there?
You were like on the grass with this woman. You
Yeah.
kind of
Grappling with her.
manhandled to
Yeah.
the ground.
Yeah. And she managed to escape and get into the house.
Didn't someone we knew from school?
Yeah, it was Michael Robson.
Right.
If you're listening, Michael, please get in touch.
Oh, I don't.
They
Yeah,
just
and
seemed
then
okay.
no, she escaped and ran into this house, and then I went and cleverly knocked on the door and said, "Oh, house." And then I went and cleverly knocked on the door and said, "Oh, I think I'm going out with somebody who just ran into the house." And I think then I started spewing up all over myself. Or did I? Or was that when I got back to the house?
No, I think that was another occasion.
I obviously spewed up everywhere, didn't I? I definitely spewed up everywhere.
I don't know if that was it. Was that in our house though?
Yeah, I spewed up all
you
over
like
the.
in some.
No.
I don't know how you were walking.
I was
but
like
you managed
crawling
to
on the
walk.
floor. I was like crawling.
Down the street.
Yeah, to get back. And it took
Getting
us.
back to
It took us 10 minutes to get there and an hour to get back. I remember.
It was like helping
Yeah,
a zombie.
yeah. I was under your arm a bit, staggering about. And
I don't
then
know. I mean, I must have had
you must have been.
similar amount to drink, but obviously I've got a better
Oh yeah,
constitution.
yeah. And I made it back to yours, and I caught at the living room and spew. I'm sure because I was still at your house. I didn't go home till between 6 and 7 o'clock the next day.
Right.
And I remember feeling really ill still. And walked home in the cold night air. Yeah,
Lovely anecdote.
fabulous.
You never had much success with the line, "Give us a kiss and we'll go away."
No, I thought of something else as well, but it's gone now. It was just that sort of. But anyway,
That is truly, it sums up the spirit of New Year's Eve in the 80s.
yep. And we're still, big and
Yeah.
drink and smoke.
You're right. I remember in the 70s, when we lived in Hart Village, my parents used to do that, like go in total strangers' houses at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
and
you just turn. Hey,
we're all idiots.
Have something to drink, have something to eat. You could do it.
It's
but-
only 4:45.
yeah,
Amazing.
yeah. I've just totally lost track of the show, Simon.
That-
I've
that's
got
quite
no
right.
idea where we are.
We're just going into the turbo sack.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sure I had something really funny to say there.
yeah,
Yeah, about New Year's Eve. It's so funny.
yeah. Just really incisive
Yeah,
and
yeah.
witty and
Yeah. It's
side-splittingly hilarious.
God.
Did it involve another New Year's Eve night out?
Yeah. Oh, it's gone.
It involved the Park Hotel.
I might have done. Or sick or poo or something. Anyway, sorry, folks. It's gone.
Well,
It might come back.
I don't know if this is the same occasion, but I remember a shitting incident with one of the audience members, where his post-event comment was, "It's a good job I've got a hairy arse," because that contained it.
Oh yeah, you shot yourself, didn't you? Audience member.
Oh, I don't remember that.
You did. You shot yourself, and it was clagged in your arse. What
Yeah.
night? That was that a New
Was that
Year?
the same night as the two women?
I think that wasn't that when we went out with that when you went to College of FE.
Yeah.
We were drinking the pen, or that might have been that night.
Oh, right, well, I tried to run out of the with the fried chicken place.
Possibly.
Where were you? Were you just running without paying?
Yeah, and the guy ran out with a baseball bat after me.
At least he didn't have a laundry pole.
Well, yeah, you know. Yeah, and he ran out, and I was sat under a tree.
Eating your chicken like a
No, I ate the chicken and I ran away.
under the you ate it under the tree like an orangutan.
No, I ate it in Joanna's
Ah, right.
rubbish food bar.
Yeah.
And then ran out, and Giuseppe ran after me with his baseball bat.
I think you've put enough money behind the counter Joanna's before and since to
Oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Same place that you had the cysty chicken.
Yeah. This was about 10 years ago. Dr. Brownhill and I did a piece of
Scientific survey.
a piece of sociological research where over the course of a year we went every fast food outlet in Hartlepool and then documented our findings.
We weren't doing the indigestion shit then. We had
Yeah.
fucking
But
plenty of material.
This is before podcasting was invented, so it was all a bit pointless. So it was basically just us two looking at a piece of paper going,
I think we've still got the chart somewhere.
Really?
Though. Yeah.
can you go in the Turbocast archives and find it?
Not at the moment.
Yeah, well, I mean...
Yeah, I will definitely dig it out.
But from Joanna's, I got a piece of deep fried chicken, and when we opened it, it had, as he describes, a cyst in the chicken. It was like a
It burst up. It was like grey. sort of matter.
capsule of dark...
Somebody shat themselves there in the audience.
Right, he's got a hairy ass.
I heard something then.
Yeah, a capsule of dark grey liquid. Revolting.
Yeah. It was only just to say liquid, wasn't it? It was very thick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, should we have a look in the turbo sack?
Yes, Simon, let's have a look in the turbo sack.
Right, we have an email from Alan. Do you know an Alan?
I know Mark Allen,
Well, it could be him. Anyway,
a.k.a. Tom Cruise.
great show, lads. Keep up the good work. Just like to know...
Did somebody really say that?
Yeah.
Or did you just add that on the front?
No, that's what they wrote.
All right.
I mean, he's probably a lunatic who's writing every podcast in the world saying it, but, you know,
Yeah, we'll take it.
how many Pringles could you eat if you had to? Now, he doesn't give us a rigorous definition of had to,
Yeah.
so it's up to you to qualify what level of compulsion you'd have to be
You know,
under.
there's a gun against
yeah,
your
like
head.
you know,
Or
loaded gun in your grill.
Yeah.
How many Pringles could you eat?
well, I'll put it straight. I fucking hate Pringles. I think they are fucking vile. You know.
You eat loads of them, though, don't you?
No, I never
No.
eat them. I used to eat. Is it salt and vinegar one? They don't do pickle in, do they? They only do salt and vinegar. I used to eat the salt and vinegar ones. You know, I'd quite comfortably eat a tube. Is that what
Yeah.
would you used to
Pipe.
call it? A tube, a pipe.
Yeah.
I'd eat a pipe full.
And there's, just for references, I looked it up. There's 90 Pringles in a pipe.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I could eat a pipe, no bother. You know, so I don't like to think about it because I hate them. But I don't know. I could eat 3 pipes, I reckon.
Wow, that's pretty fucking impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to think about it. I mean, I could definitely eat one. Well, I think 1.5 I'd be spewing up.
Really? I mean, they are awful, but they're like they turn
Just
into
nothing.
like dust sort of stuff, aren't they? They're awful. Don't eat Pringles, anybody. They're horrible.
Unless Pringles want to sponsor the show, in which case...
Yeah, in case they're fantastic. I've got some crisps down here, actually. I discovered at my local Tesco's. They're called Red Sky. It's nature's promise of a good day. They're 100% natural ingredients. And actually, read on the back, each time you buy a bag of this size, we commit to purchase and protect 10 square foot of rainforest, working in association with Cool Earth. So there you go, folks. You know, and I ate these crisps, and they're fucking delicious as well. And, you know, you're fucking protecting the rainforest, so, you know.
It's win-win.
Yeah. Don't eat Pringles, eat Red Sky crisps.
But I don't want to put a buzzkill on your feel-good vibe of a Red Sky crisp, but 10 square feet of rainforest is fucking nothing, really, is it?
I can eat a lot of crisps,
Yeah.
Simon.
Was that per
I ate 4 bags last
Yeah.
night.
Yeah?
You know,
That's
if we all
fun.
eat 10 bags every day, you know, we'll save the planet.
You can save it.
You know, you were the man that said,
Wales.
yeah, you say this guy can't run across the fucking America, you know, you've got a negative attitude on that shit. So
You can eat
we can eat this planet right.
Can I just say we didn't receive any commercial consideration from Red Sky,
Yet.
as much as we'd like to.
But it's a great idea, you know, I love it, you know. You fucking give yourself a heart attack to save the planet. You know,
So you're claiming 270 Pringles, then?
I could do 3 tubes, no bother, I reckon.
You're going to have to do it, you know.
Well, the audience member, that, you know. I can eat 3 tubes.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Would you be prepared to try it on air?
Yeah, I can eat 3 tubes.
Or we might do that in Turbocast 9.
Uh-huh.
But your choice of beverage is going to be fairly important, I think, because they're very, very dry, got a lot of sodium in them.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're going to avoid kidney failure, you need to be very, very well hydrated.
I think the secret is to put, I'd also put a big chunk in at once, a big slab in,
Yeah.
Feed them in.
When you get a big slab of Pringles, it's not even like a food, it's more like a fucking building material.
It turns into like a paste quite quickly.
So I feel quite sick talking about it, actually.
Yeah, they are awful. I hope everyone will forget about that.
Right. Next message is from a new listener, Emma from London. Hello,
Hi, Emma. Send a photo.
Yeah, she's 11, you sick bastard.
Send a photo of you, mum.
Right, Emma would like to know, she recently heard of a northeast delicacy called the Parmo.
Oh, yeah.
And as she puts it, we're men of the world, so surely we've encountered Parmos. What are our Parmo-related experiences? And would we be prepared to eat one on the air?
Well, definitely, yeah. Place where I used to work at, I was at Wilton. Used to, every other Thursday was Parmo Thursday.
So for those listeners in other countries and the ones in Britain who live south of the chip line, can you explain what a Parmo is? Because
I'm no Parmo aficionado, so
you're not putting yourself
quote me on
up
this,
there.
As far as I can tell, it's like a big lump of chicken, like squashed flat.
Yeah.
With I don't know, it's supposed to be like a cheese sauce or a bechamel, is it? Sort of like a creamy sort of thing, coated in breadcrumbs, and I believe that's it.
Right.
But there might be the bechamel with then a cheese layer on top with the breadcrumbs on top of that. I'm not sure, like I say, I'm no expert.
So I'll just put my cards on the table here. I've never had a Parmo, but they sound fucking revolting.
Well, like I say, we used to love them at work.
Yeah.
On Parmo Thursday.
Yeah.
But they would like be different. Sometimes it'd be really small and crispy, and sometimes it'd be like huge and like white but we used to call it sperm or spume on top because it was like of certain consistency.
Yeah, it was. Just
and if you got too much of the spume on top, we wanted more of the crusty cheese, but I think the sort of spume was cheaper, so they used to be dripping in that.
You're just getting visions of 8 Japanese men in a circle, aren't you?
Yeah, but they could be nice. Thing is, you'd get like chips and salad, but with the meal, if you wanted the meal, you could only have chips or salad. So if you wanted like chips and salad, you had either one had to be extra. Which was rather annoying. They put it up towards like £5, which was a lot.
So this is my interpretation of it, and correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's primarily a Middlesbrough smoggy, kid-touching delicacy.
Yeah, it's Middlesbrough through and through.
And they've only made it north of the Tees, I'd say, in the last 3 to 4 years.
I can't, like I say, I'm no, I don't know much about them really. I've had a couple from Hartlepool takeaways because they're obviously they're quite often included in like family deals, as they call them. And I quite often order the family deal for myself, and they'd like throw like a full Parmo in. And I've had them, they're like huge, like the size of like a 16-inch pizza, and greasy and really disgusting, horrible. No, I'd just be all grease and I've had some really awful ones.
What's in a family deal?
You'll get like 2 12-inch pizzas, a Parmo, and a meat, doner.
Lovely.
And 2 bags of chips and a fizzy drink. But I think if we do have it, it's got to be, got to be from Middlesbrough.
We've got to go to Middlesbrough and get one.
Yeah, it's got to be a Middlesbrough Parmo because it is Middlesbrough. I'm not going to have a Hartlepool one. That's just there, Middlesbrough one.
Right. So
if we're definitely going to do it, I'll do some research and I'll talk to my Middlesbrough contacts.
Yeah.
And I'll find out the place to get one, and we'll get it. We'll fly through here and.
Right. So there you go, Emma. We don't rest.
Yeah. It'll be 3 tubes of Pringles followed by a Parmo, and then
there will be digestion news.
Straight to hospital.
So that's it for the Turbo Sack. I'm going to throw it over to the audience now. Any questions, stroke observations?
I have some.
Come on then.
Here we go. Live interaction with the audience. Give it to us hard.
Right. My first question is
Is this to both of us or just
yes to both.
Yeah.
right?
How many kippers does it take to establish overlordship of a small republic?
Well, my initial thought would be 7. Can you tell us a bit more about your question? Is it just
That's it.
yeah,
That's the question.
Simon?
Well, by its nature, a kipper is dead, isn't it? Because it's smoked.
Yeah,
So I could foresee a super intelligent mutant herring before it became a kipper.
yeah,
But I think you can have as many kippers as you want; they're not taken over.
yeah. What do you think about kippers?
I had a couple of bad do's on them.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would have.
you get really good burps with kippers. I don't never, further down, I've never had any problems. But when you burp a kipper, you know about it.
Well, you need something like grapefruit juice to break that shit down.
Yeah, it's like a sort of a part of a traditional English breakfast, isn't it? Isn't it?
Well, it's more of a jock thing, I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do you have like scrambled eggs or something? Isn't it like
I feel ill just thinking
kippers
about
and
it.
eggs?
I think it's
That's a
more
very
of
good question, though. Random audience member.
Let's hand it over to another audience member with a question.
Right. A festive question.
Right.
Do atoms celebrate the new year?
That's a very good question.
Well, I think obviously yes, because ultimately we're all
Made out of atoms.
collections of.
Yeah, I think that's quite easy. That yeah, my atoms definitely did.
Yeah.
But they were a little disturbed by the over commercialisation of Christmas and the New Year and the festive period in general. So not as much as they could have done, but yeah, to some extent, definitely. And thank you for your question.
Thank you. And final question is
Supplementary.
why do matches have faces and long arms that dangle all the way down to the floor?
Sorry, I don't really understand the question.
It's a Lowry question, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah. Matchstick men and...
Is that right?
No, I'm talking about real matches.
Matches?
Yeah,
What do you light fires with?
yeah, like safety matches.
Why do they have long arms
Yeah, and faces.
and faces?
I've shot me bolt with Lowry on this, so I've disgraced myself. You're gonna...
Well, random audience member. You've got me there. I'm stuck. I don't know. Do you know? Is it like a...
No,
You don't? You genuinely don't know?
that's why I'm asking.
Right. I don't know. All I can do is throw it out to our listeners. We've got a lot of clever people listening out there. Simon and the Doctor are stuck. If if anybody knows, please write in and let us know, and we'll get back to our random audience member. Thank you very much for the questions, though. They were wonderful and really easy to answer. Cheers.
Thank you. Thank you for your time, Doctor.
You're welcome.
So, if there's nothing else from our audience...
I had a small observation to make
all right, so this is our 5th random audience member. Please go ahead.
about the London fireworks. I saw them on the news, and Boris Johnson said these fireworks demonstrate a city filled with optimism. And I thought, no, they're just fireworks.
Well, I think it's long established that Bojo is
Full of shit.
and doesn't take the position terribly seriously, and that's why we love him.
Yeah, I mean, fireworks. I mean, I love fireworks. I mean,
Yeah.
Simon, you surprise? You're asking me about,
Well, it's probably been 30...
that used to be a big bloody bonfire night. It used to be bigger than Christmas for us. I mean, come on,
Yeah, because
work with me, man.
we were pre-adolescent pyromaniacs.
Yeah, so I mean,
Well, I think we'd be throwing bangers at each other from last week in September through to the end of November.
damn right. I mean, I love fireworks, but it was funny. I was sat with Matthew last night. We were watching the build up to this firework thing, and they said, "Oh, there's 200,000 people stood in the freezing cold. Going to be waiting for 2 hours for this firework display." me and Matthew said, I'm glad we're not there. I'm glad we're sat in the warm, eating crisps, making really dense poo. And there's 200,000 people, and I just thought, like, have they got anything to drink? Any booze? where are the nearest toilets? And they're like stood there freezing the fucking bollocks off,
Waiting for fireworks.
Yeah, waiting for.
They're going to be over in 4 minutes tops.
Oh, I don't know. It might have gone on for a while, but. What's that all about?
But that's a different experience, because for us, fireworks was participatory and interactive. It was
we need to smell them and touch them and hear them,
throw
and
them and take
throw
them
apart.
apart.
Yeah,
Throw them at each other.
yeah, and look at them and like they're like some. What were they called? Those like red and white ones? Was it Brock or something?
Yeah.
Oh, they were great bangers.
But can you even buy your own fireworks anymore?
I don't know. I remember throwing them in Mr. Moody's back garden.
Who's Mr. Moody?
He used to live on the corner, and he used to complain about us playing football on the green.
He thought you'll fix his shit.
Yeah, when bonfire night came, he got like bangers through in his back garden. That would teach the.
Was he like an older gentleman?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He had like his trousers up to his chin, and he died of a heart attack,
So he turned his
around bonfire night time.
So just because he complained about football, he turned his back garden into
I think
Helmand Province.
I think he may have even put a knife through one of our balls.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Well, over the line.
Exactly, Sam.
I mean, fair dues complain about football, but
Yeah. I mean, how much are these? The country's on its fucking knees. How much do they cost for the fireworks?
well, they're probably
Who pays for them?
they're probably sponsored by fucking KPMG or something.
Who's that?
They're a large firm of accountants,
Well, where have they got all the money from?
auditing companies.
Yeah. Well, give it to fucking feed some starving people. A lot of fucking muppets, 200,000 bastards stood in the fucking freezing cold watching fireworks. Buy some fucking Red Sky crisps, with them. Bollocks.
All right, on that note, we end another Turbocast, sponsored
We
by
finished already.
Red Sky Crisps and KPMG. So please leave us a review on iTunes, dig the Turbocast, and send us email at turbocastlive.co.uk. You can sample Dr. Brownhill's music at youtube.com/goreedy, and he's going to play us out with a song called...
It's called Fool, this one, folks. I'm very proud of it. I think you're going to love it.
Really?
I really do,
Do you want to
Simon.
tell us anything about it? It's about a young man.
No, I think it's about drinking alcohol and then writing lyrics to a song. Inspired by, life events. It's actually about, I don't know, it's about being in a relationship and being at odds and in some ways wanting the same thing, but in other ways wanting something completely different. I think that's as much as I can say.
All right, so the only other thing that remains is me to thank our studio audience who helped us
Yeah,
take...
thank you very much. You've been a fantastic audience.
helped us take Turbocast 8 to a new level.
Yeah, it's been a great show. I just want to say, I hope you have a fantastic 2010, everybody.
Right, take it away, Dr. Brownhill.
I found something that you can't take away from me. I found silence in a song. I found silence in a song. Now that's the only place that I have really got to be. All that other stuff's so small, you can keep it all. Silly names and crazy games are doing it for me. You can't keep yours so easy, given promises. So the rain waters down our memories. Then they're taken and they're lost to the seven seas. And the fool is learning to fly high, high, and his girl is learning to swim.
doesn't know why. You lost something that I was offering to you, only small, you could hardly see at all. Things will only happen 'cause they have